lovers. What's up? Okay, so, I wonder if I can turn off this light. I can't turn it off without unplugging it. It's my ring lights. But I was going to show you guys something. Can you guys, if I move away, you see this red rash that's coming up? Or am I just imagining things? My eyes. Oh my Lord. We're going to work on brows today. These things, we ain't got no brows. Let's see if I can invite a few people. We're going to invite. Invite. Y'all are so awesome. Oh my goodness. We getting this set up, boo-boos. Getting this set up. 'Cause I have had a million different people message me about my eyebrows. So we gonna do this for y'all. We're gonna do the brow game. Hey! Hello, gorgeous. Hey, Amanda. Okay. My face is breaking out with this rash again. Anyway, I've got it over here. Oh, and excuse my nail swatches because I bought nail polish today. So I have some questions while I teach you how to get brows on fleek. Just kidding. That is a total joke. But I'm going to teach you how I do my eyebrows and my brow fade, okay? But before I do that, I have a question. And my question is, I've been putting some thought into this. And I am thinking about doing a YouTube channel. What do you think? Should I do a YouTube channel? Should I not do a YouTube channel? What do you think? Okay, so for this one, I'm going to get quite close because we're going to do this brow. Okay? And then we'll do the other one. So I'm going to use my mirror here, but I'm going to stay real close into the camera so you guys can see what's going on. So, there are three primary tools / products that I use to do my brows. I use the Brow Obsession palette. Now, this is in the dark brunette, so it comes with a dark brown, a medium brown, a brown toned wax, a highlight, and a corrector, okay? I only use these two right here. And primarily, I just use the darker brown. That's pretty much what I use in this brow palette. So you can see I have a little bit of brows. Like the closer I get, I have a little bit of brows. They're real thin in the front. And then there's like hardly anything out here. Like, I'm not even sure if you can see it. But the older I get, and with my health the way it is, they have been thinning even more and more, okay? So, in order to show expression on my face, I do my dang brows, okay? So, that's what I'm going to show you today. And while you guys are here, look, if it is your first time watching me live, put hashtag first time, so I can welcome you. And if you're watching the live, make sure you put hashtag live. You'll know if there is a red live button up there. If you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay so I'll know that you caught us after the fact. And today's major question is, should I start a YouTube channel? And this YouTube channel would be a vlog plus nails and makeup. Okay, so let's get started. First things first is I'm going to brush up my natural brow hair with my spoolie brush. This is tool number 1 is the spoolie brow artist brush. So it's got an angled, let me put down this palette. It's got an angled tip on this end. It's real thin, at an angle. And then on the other end, we have a spoolie with the eyebrow hair in it. See, if I comb my eyebrows with a spoolie brush, even if I've done it 300 times today, a hair always comes out. It always just falls out, okay? All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is, thank you, Kirsten, thank you. The first thing we're going to do is brush our eyebrow hair up, okay? That's going to let us get underneath here. Now, tool number 2 that I use is not that brush. I grabbed the wrong one. I wonder why I felt so fat. You see how thick that is? That's not the right brush. This one's thin, okay? So this is our brow artist brush. One end is just a straight edge. It's real fine, okay? This is my brow artist brush. The other end is that tapered angle again. And this is really good for getting our angles at the end, okay? So you'll need these 2 brushes to do your brows. And then you'll need one more brush. And that's our concealer brush. Concealer brush. And the concealer brush has, it's a little bit dense, but it's perfect for placing concealer at the brows because the edge is so flat here. So we can get in real precise with concealer. Now I'm going to tell you, the concealer brush and the concealer are just for cleanup at the end, okay? So, to technically do your brows, you only need these 2 brushes and the brow palette. Let's get started. We're going to start with our spoolie brush and brush our hairs upward, okay? Okay. And this video is definitely for those of you that have messaged me, oh my God, please teach me how to do brows. So I'm going to get close and teach you. Because I have darker hair on my head, we have 3 different types of palettes. I have a light palette, which is like for blonde. I have a medium brown palette, which is like for, how adorable! Kirsten. So the medium brown is for like a light brown haired person, or even a redhead could pull this off. And then the dark brown is for us dark haired beauties. So this is what, let me get that mirror out of the way. Let me get that mirror out the way. This is what I do. I take the flat angled side of my brow artist brush and I dip it in the number 2 and I just lightly pat. I have had this palette for, honestly, since probably day 1 of my business, so it's almost been a year, and I use it every day, and I'm just barely making a dent in the product, okay? Okay, so I have picked up a little bit on the very edge, and what I'm gonna do is halfway in my brow. So here's where your brow starts, and then you're going to give it a natural arch and then taper off. So halfway where my brow is where I'm going to start. Since we've brushed those hairs up, we can see where the bottom outline is. So we're going to angle it, okay? Angle it up just a little bit. We've just made one little line is all. Now I'm going to go up on the top part because I have very thin brows. I am actually putting product on the top part of my brow. if you have really thick brows, you're probably not going to need to do this part. So I like to lay down where I want the top part of my brow to be. You see, that gives a lot more, it doesn't look so sparse and like it's falling out. So it's going to make it a little thicker. Now I'm going to pick up just a little more product. And I'm barely dabbing that in there is all. Now I'm going to make the curve and bring it down. And I did that really slow. So I put it exactly where I want. And you can see I'm resting my pinky on my face, so I have balance and I'm not out here shaking like a leaf, okay? So rest your hand on your face so you have more steady hands, okay? So now I'm going to connect this bottom and then draw it out here to connect it to the end, okay? Connect the dots. Literally. Okay. We're picking up a little more product and we're going to fill in this spot now. We have connected the dots and now we're just putting product inside, coloring in the lines. Okay? Now, this is the important part. Do not pick up any more product. You're filling in. You only need what's left on your brush. Don't pick up any more. We'll pick up more when we go to the next brow. Now, without picking up any more, I'm going right under here and pressing super lightly to connect the front of my brow on out to the middle where we started, okay? No more product. You're just going to start dragging up from the line now and filling it in with what product you have left on your brush. You can turn this flat edge up like this and drag it in. You're using what product you already have. And this is where, hey Jessica, this is where the fade is going to come in, okay? No more product. You are only using what's on your brush already. Okay. Now that we've done that, we're going to sit this one down and pick up our other brow artist brush that has the spoolie on it, okay? I'm going to show you what I do. I comb through the front part of my brows where we just used that light amount of product that was left over. Now look there. Beautiful. Now, if you did like I did and pressed too hard out here and removed some, take your angled brush, same shade of product. I use the darker one here. And I go back in there and just fill that in just a little bit, okay? The great thing about the spoolie is, look, the harder you press, the more it removes it. You see that? So, if you press hard over and over and over, of course I dragged it out too far, you can really fade the inside of your brow out, okay? But I don't like it that much faded out. So that's just showing you what you can do with that spoolie. It can really remove the product for you if you find that you've used too much. So, I just fill it in. Now look, we've made a mess over here where I was showing you that. So, I'm going to take my concealer, and on the back of my hand, what I do is just put a little bit of concealer here, okay? You don't need much. like a piece of rice, okay? Let's get our concealer brush, and we're going to put some of that on our brush here. Okay, see, it's on our brush. Now I got to get close to show you what's going on. We are going to cut and chisel this brow out, y'all. So, you're just barely taking that concealer right under your brow. I pull down. You can go back in there and pull down. And if you have not plucked or had your brows groomed in a while, this is perfect for covering those little stray hairs like right in here. Let's pull them bad boys down, yo. We're gonna bring it on out here. Pull them down. We cutting them brows out sharp. They're gonna be so sharp you can cut somebody. Okay? Now, you can go in with like a foundation or a darker shade, but I just use the same shade as my concealer that I'm already using to do above my brow if I really need to cut it out, because I put my foundation on over it. So let's see here. There we go, so you guys can see. I am just cutting that out. You see, I'm not using as much. I'm just cutting it out and making it sharp. Just a little bit more. Okay. And that's how you can really define the shape. Now, keep in mind, the concealer is to define the shape. So, you do not have to do this every time. If I do a really glam look or something of that sort, I will define this brow out like this and really cut the edges and define the shape out. So now I'm going to do this brow like I would regularly without defining without using the concealer to really cut out the brow, okay? So this is, I'm going to do this eye like how I would do it every day, okay? Look there, I've got a pimple in this eyebrow. That is so aggravating. Oh. Don't pick it. Don't pick it, Danny. Are y'all creepy like that? I'm creepy. Like, I will try to pop that sucker and get it out of there. I've got a crazy eyebrow hair that just fell out. I felt it. Okay. So I've brushed up. I'm going to grab my flat edge of my brow artist brush. And I am going to balance my hand. Am I turning my head too far? You have to let me know. I believe we had a little bit of a rainstorm just come through. Now I'm going to take my angled side and really define this. Ouch. Now that pimple, you see that? It's making a mess of stuff. Oh, let me fill in that bald spot real quick. I got it. Whoops. We're going to take our spoolie now and pull that in. I usually just take my fingers and clean up any rough edge. See how that's a little rough? Now it's not so rough. So, that's how I normally do my brows. I go halfway and really put the product on the outside of the outside of my brow. See how it's darker? And then I just use what I already have on my brush and on my brow and fill in the inner part. This is what gives it the real faded look. Now on this side, I have used concealer to really define where I have my brow. After you do that, you can put on your foundation and a beauty blender and really blend this out. Now, what concealer that you have used under your eyebrow to really cut your brow out can be used as eye primer, okay? So, then you just take your beauty blender and blend that concealer out. Now you have a really highlighted brow bone. And like I said before, this is what I do if I'm doing a really, really glam look. If I am going somewhere, I will take the time and cut it out with concealer. If I'm not going anywhere and I'm just going to work and it's a regular day and I'm doing regular makeup, I will not use concealer to cut that bad boy out. But you can really tell that I used concealer up here because it's covering that, what I can only assume is a lupus rash. You see where it's coming across my face really bad down here and up here? It's on this side too. So, that is how I do my brows. Now, Kirsten and a few of you other ladies, I know that you were really interested in how I do my brows. Do you have any questions? I will stay on here for that. I'm actually going to download this video and upload it to YouTube too, so I can always have my brow tutorial on there. Yeah, I think I'm going to start rotating between brows and nails because I miss doing my nail art. Like, that was my favorite thing in beauty school was nails. And I swear, if I could go back to school and finish for to be a nail tech, I would, because I have done some amazing acrylic nail art and some really amazing just nail art with polishes and different colors and stuff like that. I mean, I really love that stuff. So, I think my YouTube channel is going to be makeup and nails. So, and vlogging, because me and my husband go places all the time and do stuff all the time. And Kirsten, for everybody that doesn't have brows and want brows to look like this, look, I shared a picture on my profile yesterday. It took me 6 years of practicing my brows every day to get to this stage. And I swear to you, if I can do it, anybody can do this, okay? Because I started with this many skills. This many. I started with nothing, okay? I didn't know what I was doing. I was one of those girls that loved eyeshadow and lipstick in high school, and I put my foundation on like 3 shades oranger than it needs to be with my fingers during high school, okay? And I'm telling you, if you use the techniques that I'm teaching you to start out with, you're really going to take off. I did not know how to do this, and for the longest time, I didn't think that I really needed to do anything with my eyebrows until I found out that my face looks so much better with eyebrows. So, all it is, take my tips and what I've taught you tonight and practice it. Practice it. I will tell you that the first time you do it, it's going to be shocking. You're not going to be used to seeing yourself in the mirror with darker, fuller looking brows, okay? But trust me, if you feel more comfortable, do it, practice it, take a picture and send it to me in Instant Messenger where it's private, and I will be like, okay, so this is what we need to work on. Blah, 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 or, oh my gosh, girl, those look fabulous. Do not wash them brows off your face. So, yes, Kirsten, I will help you anytime, girl. Hey, there's Veronica. Veronica knew me when I did not have brows looking this good. Right, Vero? Veronica has seen my makeup skills come a long way, okay? So that picture yesterday that I showed that was from 6 years ago where I didn't have my brows done, that's when Veronica knew me, when I lived in Idaho, and I didn't think that I needed eyebrows, okay? I've learned so much since then. And I'll tell you, the brow fade that I do, I just started doing that since I joined Unique. I learned it from somebody else, and I practiced it maybe a week or two, and I had it down. So, Kirsten, that should give you a smaller time frame where you think, okay, I can do this. Because what's 2 weeks? 2 weeks for great looking brows? You can't beat that, okay? But I'm telling you, the best products that I have ever used on my brows, and I used to use tons of pencils in the beginning, and I got to where I didn't like pencils, but these brow palettes, I am in love with these. See, Veronica will vouch for me. Back then, I didn't have any eyebrows, and it wasn't a priority. And she can tell you how much I love nails, too. Because I used to do nail art on our teacher at beauty school. Oh, my gosh. And I did yes! See? Oh, my gosh. I love you, Veronica. Vera's my girl. She even says, yes, the glow up is real. I'm telling you, glowing up. I know, like I still see that rash because I did not use concealer on this eye. But I'm going to download this video later tonight and I'll upload it to my YouTube channel. So I will share the YouTube link on my business page. Okay, guys, I'm excited. I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I mean, I already have a YouTube channel for real, but mainly it's just vlogging and a few makeup videos, but I think I'm really going to start doing like nail art tutorials. Look, I've been swatching polishes tonight. So I think I'm going to go in there and do my nails tonight. Maybe I should save that for tomorrow. Not sure. But here's your brow tutorial. I love you guys. Bye.